What's up guys, and welcome to the very first episode of my EAFC 24 career mode. Yes, we are back, new game, new franchise, and we begin our journey today with Luton Town, the Hatters in the Premier League for the first time ever. Let's do it. So unfortunately, Luton Stadium, Kenilworth Road is not in the base game from the get-go. EA will be scanning it and it will be added in a future patch as EAFC goes on, but we'll be using this generic stadium to begin with. It's not an exact replica by any stretch of the imagination. If anyone hasn't seen what Luton's real stadium looks like, it is old school. It is old fashioned. One of the ends is built into a row of terraced housing. It is really unique, but we'll be going with this stadium as our stadium to begin with. It's not too far off what it looks like in real life, I guess. So for the new game, we do have some new features, one of which is the tactical vision, so we're going to set it up together. Obviously, Luton Town are the weakest team in the Premier League with the worst squad on paper, the smallest transfer budget, so I don't think we'll be able to play a prime Barcelona tiki-taka style of play. Part of the bus is probably what's going to wield us a few points. But for me, I would probably say playing on the counter will give us the best possible return on investment. You know, really focusing on a strong defensive low block and then getting the ball forward as quickly as possible. So we're gonna be a counter-attacking team in our first year in the Premier League. So we need to hire coaches that know our preferred tactical vision. God, this is more in-depth than I was expecting it to be. Fair play to EA for this. And the coaches you hire get better over time. Okay, all right, I like that. So, this is interesting. It's kind of like the scouting, but for coaching. So this will come out of our weekly budget as well. I kind of just want the best, from being honest here. So, yeah, I'm going to hire Joseph Pearson first and foremost. I see. So just figuring this out in real time, what this means is that when you place your coaches with a unit, attacking midfield, defence or goalkeeper, you'll see attribute increases based on the quality of your staff member. So right now we've got no midfield, defence or goalkeeping coach, hence why there's no attribute boost. But for my two attackers, because I've got an expert coach there, they're getting attribute boosts. Okay, that makes total sense, I see. So we've got 8 more coaching slots available. I don't want to blow my entire budget on coaches, but I do want a strong midfield, defence and goalkeeping coach. We'll take it from there. So for midfield, don't need a jack of all trades like this guy. I've already got one of them. So we'll go with this 4-star with, this 4-star here, because he's got, no, hang on. How does that make sense? How is this guy's salary worth more when this guy's got an extra star? And well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to hire Christopher Olavson. Lower salary, but the same for midfield, and that'll do me nicely for midfield, 4-star. As for defense, I really want another one of those jack of all trades, but can't blow my budget on that guy. Let's go with Felix Sharp, 4-star. He's also got 4-star for goalkeeping as well. I don't think they can cover 2 units at once, unfortunately. But there we go. We've got 2 4-star coaches for midfield and defense, 1 5-star for attack that can literally do anything. And as for the goalkeeping coach, oh man, there's only 3 stars available. Do you know what? I'm going to invest in Cameron Ashton. Not the best, only 3-star, 1-star for the other units. I'm going to invest in Cameron Ashton, and I think we can develop our coach as well, can't we? So we'll go with 3-star to begin with, and then we'll bump him up over time. So, yes, welcome to the new save, welcome to the new series. For those that are new to the channel, hi, hello, welcome, my name is Jonah, otherwise you can call me Docs. I've been doing FIFA videos on YouTube for 12 years now. Unbelievable amount of time, and yeah, if you are new, I do recommend clicking that subscribe button as I upload FIFA videos every single day. And yeah, I'm going to keep this save uploaded daily as well. So if you are new, then please do click the subscribe button for daily episodes of this Luton Town career mode. So looking at our Luton Town team again, we're a 3.5-star team. There's not a lot of quality in it. There's not a lot of depth. Most pundits believe this year Luton Town are going to be relegated. So far at the time of recording this video, 4 games in, I think it is now. No points on the board, let alone wins. I think they're the lowest scorers in the league so far as well. So keeping Luton Town in the league with this team is going to be really hard to do. But that's my only objective for Season 1. H1Z1, just survive in the Premier League. And to make matters worse for Luton as well, they do have the lowest transfer budget in the division as well, just 18.5 mil. And, you know, in the first season too, I'm not going to make too many adjustments to the Luton Town team. Quite frankly, I do try and keep my saves quite realistic. So in the first season, don't expect a major rebuild and just sell all the old players and bring in a load of young wonder kids. No. We're going to try and do this quite realistically. So yeah, I'm going to limit myself in season 1 in the summer window to just 2 incomings and 2 outgoings as well. So don't expect too many changes in the summer transfer window. I'm going to limit myself to 2 incomings and 2 outgoings. I don't want a major rebuild. I want to keep this Luton Town team very similar to the team we're currently watching in the Premier League in real life as well. So again, it's a team with not much quality. They have invested. They have brought in a few players in on loan, such as Sambi Lokonga coming in. They've also got Pelly Panzu. Great story about him. He's been through their journey from non-league all the way to Premier League. First player to ever do that with one team. It's not a great team, I'll be honest here. They've got some contract problems as well. You see there's a few players that deals that come at the end of the year as well, such as Pelly Panzo, Gabriel Osho, Captain Tommy. Oh no, he's got 2 years, but it's a team with not a lot of quality, so it's going to be a struggle keeping them up in season 1, no doubt about it. Now again, for those of you who are new to the channel, then basically I'm very big on youth scouting in my career modes. They're really important to me. Getting a great youth academy set up. We're not going to start with any youth players, though. We never do. We like to get them all in organically. So that's the very first thing I'll be doing with my budget. Yes, we want to make some signings, no doubt about it, but most importantly, we want to get a good youth academy. Started with a base scout. He's got 4-star for judgment, 2-star experience. Not too bad, but I want one of the best, and there isn't one. You've got a 5-star judgment experience, though. That'll do me for Luton Town. Can I just hire and fire a scout and get a 5-star? I'm going to try that. 16 grand. It won't cost us too much to hire and fire. And see if we can get a 5-star return. We can't. So that was a waste of money. We'll get the best available so far. 5-star, 4-star. And again, youth scouting to me very important. Look at those local, homegrown talents. So we're going to send our 5-star judgment scout out straight away. I very rarely specify a type. I always get better results searching for any. And with Luton Town, we want some great youth prospects all over the pitch. So let's send our best youth scout out first. 5-star, 4-star to England, looking for local talents. And as for our 4-star judgment scout, basically for those that don't know, judgment determines the quality of player your scout will pick up. The experience determines how many players they'll pick up per report. So with a low experience scout, you're not going to get many players coming back in your scout report, but a higher judgment scout means you're more likely to find those diamonds in the rough. So with Luton Town, obviously not a massive budget. Obviously, don't really have a major brand either, so we don't really want to go too far away from home. So I think we should stay within the British Isles and the Republic of Ireland in the very first season to keep it quite realistic. We can't afford to go scouting, you know, I don't know, Burkina Faso. So let's scout again quite close to home. We'll go with Wales and England in the very first season. So that already drops our budget down to just over £15 million. So yeah, already financially not looking too healthy. I think we are going to have to sell again a couple of players. And to me, James Shea, now that Tim Krul's come in from Norwich, I think James Shea at 32 years old, out of contract coming the end of the season, been at Luton Town for like 5-6 years now, out of the Arsenal Academy actually, but he's not going to get any minutes in the Premier League now, so I'm going to be okay transfer listing him. And like I said, just going to limit myself to 2 outgoings in season 1. Ross Barkley's a new arrival, possibly Dan Potts. Can't do it to Pelly Ruddock after his journey from non-league to Premier League. I don't know. I'll think about it, but definitely James Shea. I'm okay selling James Shea for a small fee. Mainly just get his salary off the books, you know? And as for new signings, again, very small budget. Guys, I need your help here. So in the comment section down below, please give me some transfer targets for this Luton Town team for season 1. We're going to look some diamonds in the rough, no doubt about it, because a small budget doesn't give us much to work with. So if you can give it realistic, please do so. We'll be looking for players that are, you know, probably based in the Football League for the most part. But definitely transfer listed players as well, or players that are likely to move on for a small fee as well. So yeah, any transfer targets, guys, please leave them in the comment section down below. And of course, we want players that can fit our tactical system and our shape as well. Obviously, under Rob Edwards, Luton are playing a 5-3-2, so we'll stick with that as well. Oh, I wanted to right. There we go. Much nicer, much better, much more aesthetically pleasing. So, yeah, with Luton, we are going to keep with their 5-3-2 they play in real life under Rob Edwards. being a counter-attacking style of play as well. Our wing-back's going to get down the flanks a lot in this system. I think really we got to tighten up the defense. You know, I feel we will score goals, even with Luton being the lowest scorers in the league so far. I trust Adebayo. I really like him. Very physical striker, 6'4". I think he will get us some goals this year. Same with Morris too. And again, you've got Barkley and Chong behind as well that can strike from distance. So I think we will get goals. But to me, I'm really worried about the back. You know, I'm really worried about our back line. I think we need a class centre-half. That is where I'm going to be looking for, a class centre-half in this summer window. So let's go ahead and change our scouting instructions. Obviously, these are the base ones. Let's set our own ones up here. So yeah, we are going to look for a first-team quality. Where are we here? First-team quality centre-half. That to me is going to be really important. I don't want players that are too old for this team, because we want players that will commit to the project. So a max age of 30. That's not old, guys, believe me. And yeah, looking for some class centre-halves, I would say, in the first season. That's going to be our key. So we do have a bid for Amari Bell, but I'm going to keep him because so far he's played every single minute for Luton Town in the Premier League thus far this season. So I'm going to look to sell a couple of players in the first season to bump our budget up a little bit, but not players that have already got off to decent starts for Luton and already getting a bit of game time. So our scouts already come back with 4 players here. Reece Ox will be an interesting one, to be fair. Moving on from West Ham. Looked amazing on his debut at 16 at the Emirates, but now playing out in Germany for Augsburg. I'm not too sure. We'll keep scouting for now. So again, guys, any transfer targets, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I need your help. Try and keep them realistic if you can, but transfer targets for Season 1, summer and January windows, let me know in the comment section down below. So, okay, Ipswich want James Shea, and I'm just going to accept a bid straight off the bat there. 440k for a player at 32, and out of contract coming the end of the season. And it's quite realistic too. Dropping down to the Championship to play at Portman Road, yep, I'll take that. So, there we go, James Shea gone. Don't get much money for him, but you know what? I'll take his salary getting wiped off the books. 2 more bids now. One for Alfie, who I'm not going to sell to Wolves, no doubt about it. And also Dan Potts wanted by Stade Brestois. Look, I'm fine selling him, but it needs to be a realistic destination. To me, not realistic. You know, I must say, I think Jacob Greaves would be a really good fit for us. Out of the Hull City Academy, still very young, just 22 years old. Already been linked to some Premier League clubs as well. Yeah, I'm going to get a scout report on him. I think he'll do quite well. Ben Wilmot at Stoke, the same as well. Again, we're looking for Football League talents, I would say, more than anywhere else. So yeah, good young Football League talents for Luton. That's where I'm prioritising in the transfer window. I know a French side want Dan Potts, but it ain't going to happen. For me, like I said, I want to try and keep it quite realistic if I can. I know it's very hard to do that in career mode due to the crazy transfer market, but I can't see Dan Potts for the first time ever going to France. So, yeah, if I'm going to sell players, I want it to be to realistic destinations, you know. And the latest 2 clubs to throw their hats into the ring, Lecce and Adana Demirspor from Turkey. No, I just can't see it happening. So, we do have a pre-season tour invite, although I always turn down the opportunity, just because I like the challenge of playing with less money. And also less fixtures in the calendar to worry about before the new season starts as well. So at the moment, it's not been a great start with Luton. Yet to really raise any significant money. Okay, do you know what? That's not too unrealistic, to be fair. We do see a lot of players going to the MLS in their final years. So a little bit more realistic than the bids we've had so far. Dan Potts to Philadelphia Union. Yeah, I'm going to accept that bid now. I'm okay with that one. Man, this is tough. Like, honestly, this is tougher than I was expecting. Like, I knew it was going to be tough, but I don't think I expected it to be this tough. So we've got 2 scout reports now on Ben Wilmot and Jacob Greaves, both from the Championship. Jacob Greaves signed a long-term deal back in 2022 with the Tigers. He's been with Hull all his professional career. He's son of a former Hull player as well. I'm going to put him on a shortlist, but I'm not sure it's too realistic to get him in Season 1. As for Ben Wilmot, maybe, again, currently at Stoke right now, I think that's probably a bit more realistic. I'll definitely consider them both. And I've got 2 more scout reports as well from Aaron Kashin of Derby and also Totti Gomez of Wolves. That would be an interesting one. Not always a regular starter at Wolves, but has got a bit of game time there at Molineux, so not sure that's too realistic, all things considered. Aaron Kashina, that is quite a realistic one. Young, English-born, but Irish youth international. A Derby County in League One. I think he's too good for League One, personally. and his contract's up coming the end of the year. I would say if we're doing things realistically, that's probably the most realistic out of the 4. And another bid for Dan Potts, who rejected that move to Philadelphia, probably due to, contract wage demands. Man, I'm getting so many bids for this guy, but none of them so far, apart from the MLS deal, is too realistic. I don't just want to sell him for the sake of selling him. I want to keep it as realistic as possible. Right, got to make a signing. Only 2 weeks to go before the Premier League starts. So Jacob Greaves is the one I want, but I'm not too sure whether he'd move from Hull, where he is a fan favourite, son of a Hull City player. I'm not too sure. If we were more established in the Premier League, probably, I'd say Ben Wilmot and Aaron Kashin are the 2 most realistic here. And to be honest, whilst Aaron is the lowest rated at 70 overall, he is the youngest at just 21 years old. I like all 3 of the options, but I think realistically, with Aaron being in the 3rd tier, I'd say that is the most realistic, and he probably does excite me the most as well, being just 21 years of age. So yeah, I'm going to move for Aaron Kashin of Derby County. Should be able to get him on a cut price deal as well, contract coming the end of the year. Yeah, Derby County, a bit strapped for cash. Should be able to get them to accept an undervaluation deal, which we can. Let's try and get as cheap as possible here. 1.6 mil. There's a lot of leeway for negotiating here. So yeah, we can definitely take our time with it. So I'm not going to budge on 1.6 mil. Going to play hardball here with Derby County, and they'll accept it. So 1.6 mil for Aaron, and he's going to go from League 1 to the Premier League. He'll be my first signing at Luton. And there we go, my first signing at Kenilworth Road complete. Aaron Kashin of Derby County, 1.6 mil. Nice cut price deal there for a good young talent at just 21 years old. And what I really like about this is the fact that his contract is not too steep, so if we are relegated, we wouldn't need to offload it if we're worried about the budget, but also the sort of player that can stay with us even if we are to go down to the Championship and continue to develop in the Football League. So yeah, Kashin is in. Not the greatest in terms of right now, but just 21 years old, plenty of room to get better. I'm going to throw him straight in the first team. Very excited about the 87 strength and a good jumping stat as well. That makes up for the low amount of height of just 5'11", but yeah, I would say comfortable, solid, strong defender. That's what we're looking for in Season 1. That's what we got. And here we go, 1st of August. So just a couple of weeks to go before the first game of the Premier League season kicks off. And most crucially, we got our first 2 youth scouting reports available. So fingers crossed for someone good from our first scouting. So far, well, to be fair, Sam Evans could be very decent indeed. We'll put him straight in the academy. The others, not so much. And as for Wales, yeah, not too keen on these guys here. So, not a great start. Not a great start with Luton, but we knew this was going to be a challenge. We knew this was going to be a challenge. This is exactly what we were expecting. And we just haven't had the realistic offers for Dan Potts either. So frustrating, man. Like, I'd be happy to sell him to a Championship team, but so far none have come in. So a week to go before the new season. Do we get any season ticket money? I don't think we have. Have we? Yes, we have, but it's basically nothing. It's bumped it up to just over 14 million. Man, this has got to be one of the toughest main career mode starts I've ever had. This is a difficult one. So first game of the season, Brighton away, lost 4-1 in real life. We'll be looking for a slightly better performance ourselves, and I would certainly take a point against a great De Zerbi side this year playing in Europe. So no lineups were shown in the pre-match animations for some reason, but Brighton, they go over 4-2-3-1, spearheaded by João Pedro. He'll be the main man and the danger man to try and stop in this Brighton team. We're going with our 5-3-2 counter-attacking style of play, which means that Kashin will make his debut in the back line. First game is going to be a difficult one. I'll definitely take a point. Come on, you Hatters. I would say that every single game we go into this season is going to be an exceptionally difficult one, especially our away days. And right on cue, 5 minutes in, we've already conceded. Well, we are statistically the lowest ranked team in the league. We've got the lowest budget. We've got the worst team based on ability. And I would say practically every single pundit tips us as going down this season. I guess we shouldn't be too surprised. I said the danger man's João Pedro will try and stop him. It's taken him just 5 minutes to find the back of the net. It's not an ideal start, is it? Definitely need to change this camera angle, I think, as well. Not too fan of being so low down. I like a more tactical look at the game from a more of a bird's eye view. But I can't blame the camera angle for that weak defending, no doubt about it. Can we find our leveller straight away? Lovely ball inside. Adebayo fires wide. And our first chance goes begging. I said we're going to get chances. I think we will score goals. My main concern is in defence. I don't like how the player names on the bottom right and bottom left are in yellow, because that just makes me think they're all on yellow cards. It's been a feisty affair, it seems. Everyone's on yellow cards already. But, yeah, very tough start. I can't stop Brighton coming forward. He might not score this one, but he assists it. João Pedro to Buonanotte. Brighton lead by 2. 16 minutes in. De Zerbi still got them playing heading into the new season. We are already looking all over the place. Buonanotte coming forward into that man again. João Pedro. Oh, he's just making mincemeat out of me. And it's the vet, Adam Lallana, who makes it 3. 27 minutes in, and we are 3-0 down. Come on, Boss Barkley. To Ryan Giles. We need a goal here. We need something. Adebayo gets it on target, but palmed by Verbruggen, but does enough. Twice Adebayo's found a bit of space. Twice he's failed to capitalise. Still down by 3, but like I said, we'll get some chances. I trust us to get the chances. I do think we'll score goals, but this is the concern. This is the real concern. This is where the panic alarm goes off. I mean, if we can't deal with João Pedro, what have we got against Sterling Haaland, you know? This is just an absolute nightmare. Kaminsky stops it becoming 4 in 40 minutes. Oh, is that Alex Scott on the sidelines? No, that's class. That is absolutely class. I've got to say, I like these animations a lot, man. I like these animations a lot. Don't know why there was no like pre-match lineup shown, but even so, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. What I'm not liking is how awful I've been on the pitch, though. Terrible out there. Watch that through ball. And, oh, it's just, oh, great save. Kaminsky with a rebound turned in. Gets a foot on it, but can't deny the rebound. That's where you need a bit of help from your defence there, to be the first to react. Instead, 4-0 down. Well, in real life, Brighton lost this game 4-1. We haven't scored yet, so it's been even worse than what the result was in real life. But there's still time. We've got ourselves a corner. We do have some height in this team, to be fair, so could be dangerous from set pieces. And, oh, right on cue, we almost got our first goal of the season. Adebayo, he's been the danger man out there. Gets it on target. Great save by Verbruggen. And cleared off the line as well. It's just not been our afternoon, man. 4-0 down, and we won't get that consolation goal, it seems. Our Premier League dream starts off with a nightmare. Nobody said it would be easy, but I didn't think it would be this hard. 4-0 loss on the opening day away against Brighton. That was even worse than I was expecting. Okay, no doubt about it. We've got our work cut out for us. And guys, that'll do it for the first episode of the EAFC 24 career mode. A big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, then please do drop a like. Once again, please do drop your transfer suggestions in the comment section down below. I'm definitely going to need your advice with 2 weeks to go in the window. And we'll return in the next episode with the remainder of August, the remainder of the transfer window. And we'll try and pick up our first points with Luton Town in the Premier League. Thanks for watching, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.